Okay, we're going to talk about different gear sets. Okay, so into the collection. Okay, first thing I'm going to say is that what everybody wants are the obvious sweet perk benefit like things. Now, nobody wants this sun flash crap, it's garbage. Nobody wants the Mantra of Awakening. If you don't know, the MP is the 545, the attack is 500 up to 9,000. That's purely a PvE thing. It would be kind of good in PvE because, well, one, it's an A rank, so this is probably pretty easy to get. And if you have like a character that's really, really, really strong, and if you only have like regular gear equipped, for example, in your 5 star, it might be worth investing in a pull or two to try and get a full set of this, because then it's really going to make your PVE like really, really easy. Apparently not tower bosses because they're always right in your face when you start. But purely PVE set, not very good. The Sunflash set is terrible. First reason, area attack type characters always have the shittiest gear. That's how you know it's bad. But for every enemy within attack range, increased by 3 and 1% if you have the full set. So 4% per enemy. So if you did have the whole team in PvP in front of you, that would be 16%. Well, you know what? That's only if the whole team is perfectly in your range. And this increases by 15% and gives you a removing of a debuff at the beginning of your turn, which is huge. That's very few things do 2 debuffs at a time. So this is a pretty fantastic piece of gear with that. Um, I honestly really don't like it. It's just there's so few 5 star gears that work for everybody that are really great. So this is going to be one that probably gets a lot of attention. I just don't think that the effect is super impactful. So, like, the thing is, increase attack damage by 15%. That's like, say you have this full set, but then you didn't have attack and damage percent on the on the weapon, then, or say you couldn't get that potential, or no matter how many times you tried, you had some bad luck, or you got some really low ones, then you might just be balancing out. So like this is like a rich person's piece of gear for sure. Well, it is a 5 star SS, so no surprise there. But 5 star stuff is so hard to get. I forget what's on today. I think I might do one 5 star pull just because I'm. No, I'm not going to do it. I know I'm not going to get what I want, so there's no point in doing it. Rabov's great strategy. I think this is actually a great piece, to be honest. Because, well, one, everybody can equip it for one, so that's the best part about it right there. And terrain and direction strategy power. Terrain, not so much, but strategy, direction strategy. If you're controlling, you should always be using that. So that's like having an extra 19% for all of your characters, which is cool. That's well, just the strategy power. I don't know if it's 19% more, because let's say give you a 20% buff or something. Is it going to give you now a 39% buff, or is it going to be 19% more of what the 20% would have calculated out to, or something like that? If this was more detailed, I would say, yeah, for sure, this is a great piece. But the thing is, it's not, for example, as awesome as this piece, which unfortunately is for attack type characters only. I love this piece. It's just I don't actually use any attack type characters. So yeah, that's a thing. The only attack type character that I actually have my eye on is Psychokinetic Lee when he comes up, because his range is really, really, really far. Like, what I like about Psychokinetic Lee is that everything I like about Carrot, Lee just does way better. Like, he's so strong. He's so strong. His range is so far, and I think he also has armor ignore. I'll go check him out after. I remember when I was looking him up, and I was thinking, man, this guy is really, really strong. But this would be an awesome set to have, like especially if you're also putting on something like a Persona's Trick, for example, because now you get an extra 4% off that 7,000 attack. Great piece of gear all around, because it's a pretty huge benefit. Like that 7,000 attack. Like you got to think a lot of these things stack with like the battle suits and whatever. But the 7,000 attack, if you have 21,000 attack, that's basically a battle suit by itself, and it's permanent. This is garbage. this is the biggest piece of garbage in the entire game. Seriously, I can't believe they have some sets that are just absolutely terrible. This Sion's Prophecy, maybe this is just a thing because Sion herself is absolutely terrible. Like, are you thinking for your 5-star characters you just need another your area type attack type characters only at the same time? They need hit rate, crit rate. Like, every piece that says for area attack type character only, I swear to God, they're the worst pieces in the game. White Knight's Oath is okay, I guess, if you're going for the full aggro HP to allies bonus. But what I don't understand about this piece of equipment or this set is I know this is A and the 4-star one is S, but I think the 4-star one actually has better stats. Which doesn't make any goddamn sense to me. Now, the problem with this altogether is that Eldrika's Trinity, which hopefully is done here. I'm going to skip Legacy of the High Humans. Long story short, it's okay. But a Pink Ranger set does the same damn thing. Well, what's the secondary? What is that? Final skill power. Still debating whether that's even decent. This right here, this is what you put on your tanks if you can get it. Obviously the greatest piece of equipment in the game. 30,000 extra health with all the different things that compound off of that. Like, maximum health is insane. Plus 5% recovery. What's great about that is a percentage recovery off of a huge amount of HP that's going to proc off all your percentage gain potentials. You could take like my Bearman has 95,000 health right now. And if I equip this on my 5th slot, I'm sure I would have 150,000 health. At least. Like, this is my end game goal with my Bearman, to make the ultimate super tank. And then somebody's gonna make their Jack the same way, and I'm gonna be all pissed off about it. I don't like Jack, but they're gonna need it to take down my Baronet man one day. All right. Anyway, everybody's going for the Eldrika's Trinity on their tanks. Most people are going for the Omni set for the percentage increase on their gear, though I think that's stupid. I think that the God of Massacre is the best, but most characters are not like straight attack. For example, I think Momo, is Momo balance or attack? I'll have to double check that real quick. Die to Live, long story short, terrible. Like below 30% HP. The hell with that. Why would I want to be below 30% HP for the 16% attack increase when I could have 15% at 100% health? Ultimate Weapon Gold Tiger set, amazing. The only thing is you have to be the last one standing. Last one standing sets are kind of gimmicky, but especially in a close fight in PvP, you get down to your last character. Like, my goal is to have 3 of these on my other characters. So hopefully Bearman gets killed from the aggro, obviously, and no matter who my last person left is, they get the immediate 130% HP and the attack. If you don't know, the HP that you recover is the total amount of the extra 130. So say I have 90,000 health. Now I gain, what is that? 117,000 health. I gain that as a flat rate. Out of whatever my maximum is. So on top of my regen, which can now heal me also too, and increasing my attack by 80%, it's pretty monstrous. It's basically an insurance policy. Having one on every guy is really cool. For 4-star gear, I'm going to skip basically all of these because they're not so good. Some of them are just absolute trash. But the Pathfinder, I think, is... Pathfinder and Ghost Step, these are the only 2 good 4-star pieces of gear. Like, if you want to look at the other ones, garbage. Like, who needs extra MP? Very minimal effects from these. This is an okay thing for your tanks. Garbage. Well, actually, you know what? The Persona's trick. Here, let me tell you why this stinks. There's a 1-star piece that gives you 1 movement and 10% attack. So why the hell do I need this? Anyway, garbage. Again. Garbage. Seems cool. Totally garbage. If you want to stack like your heroes so people can't hellfire trick you, then you're just a jerk. Actually, you know what? Aaron's son does that. I think he's got huge regen, but for him, that's like it. He runs 2 tanks in his BOH party, so that's like great for him. So that's completely different. Though I'm sure he really loves that people can't hellfire trick him. This is okay because it basically has the same effect as a 5-star Legacy of the High Human set. I'm going to go back up soon. But basically all these other ones are negligible. The 3-star and 2-star is dominated by the battle suits, and there's just nothing that even comes close. Even if you take, say something like this Rebel Army Commander, if you take something like the Rebel Army Commander and have it on all 4 of your guys, still not even close to as good. It would be pretty decent if you had it on every single person. Because this is... Let's see what pieces it. The HP defense, HP dodge, and attack and hit rate. So, like, good-ish weapons. I would prefer that the hat be the chest piece. To be completely honest, if you're gonna go that way, go full tank. But it only works when everybody's alive. So it's chances are somebody with a battle suit's going to one-shot one of your guys on turn 1. That's just a thing. Desperado set is only good for dimensional breakthrough, and if you have a character that you think is going to survive the most, if you have extras and you don't have all beast reigns and things like that, it's good. I think it's a pretty good set if you can be the last one standing. This is just a small flat amount, not that great. Again, attack type characters only. This set is so bad. Hey, if you lose movement, you have some movement. Hooray! But it's a bad piece. I actually like this set, but the thing is, the battle suits still exist. Now, this is forever, which is cool, but battle suits still exist. No, it doesn't exist. Staying alive long enough to keep your passive skills on. I think this is a really cool set. If you're controlling... If you're not controlling, it might just screw you over. Instead of going to kill the other person, the AI might run over to the potion every time and be in these really stupid places. But I think it's a pretty cool set. That's garbage. This is okay because it's the first 2-star thing, I think, that gives you movement. But there's another 2-star thing that gives you movement. And I think MP, which is definitely better than Lava Accessibility. This one right here. But that's another SS one. Oh, you know what? The movement is the 3rd set item piece on this. Okay, I would put the lava set is better just because of that. You only need 2 pieces. This is the first aggro set, so this is actually useful, but still, like, obviously nothing compared to a beast train. It's just specifically for a tank. This is the 2-star 10% thing that was basically like the Personas whatever, and it comes with movement. So if we're talking about not like 2-star has some really decked out, overpowered like pieces for that type. That like you look at this, you say, I wish this was a 1-star because I would have it on everybody. The Red Ranger set is garbage. This is the king of the second thing. Now, if you don't know, the hit rate bonus on the 2-star piece is 2,000. The Beast Train is only 1,500. So this is like the natural counter to people with a bunch of Ghost Step sets on them with basically cap dodge, which is around 60%. It really starts to piddle off after 60%. So this is going to take your 30 guys, 30 hit rate guys, and make them up to 50, and give them the attack to just blast through it, and it lasts 2 turns, the same as the Ghost Step sets. So, and then the PvP maps, everything's close quarter for the most part. The ice map is, if they're running to their death, if everybody had Ghost Step sets on the ice map, then that's actually sometimes better for you because you can kind of control, like, well, you can predict where they're going to be so much easier. It might just be easier for you to kill them. Not for everybody, though. Some people might find it very difficult. Basically, every other set in the game is absolute trash. That hasn't been on here so far. Slime King looks interesting, but anything that where you have to be dead for it to work is just not good. I would even rather have either this because it gives you an extra bunch of hit rate and Glacier access, or this because it gives you a bunch of hit rate. Thornbush, nobody really cares about. That's why the list is Blizzard's better, because there's a lot of ice. This is okay. Small, flat, but again, attack characters only. Useless, useless, useless. Watch me just skip by everything that says, oh, this is actually decent right here, and the next one's pretty decent too. This is for paper only, though. This is just tanks only. Yeah. All right. Cool for the tank for the extra 4%. But everything else is just like how much it's giving you is just kind of really not that much for all that. All right, anyway, it's going to go way back up to the 4-star, and we're going to do a little comparison here. 2 and 3-star, definitely. If you're not a tank, if you're a tank, then things are very different. But if you're a balanced character, it should be pretty linear what you're going to be doing. What your goal is. Don't go out and blow all the money on it right now unless you know you're going to be done with this game in 3 weeks. Because it's just not going to be worth your money. Like, you know, if you want to enjoy the game, having everything right now is not going to help you enjoy the game. It's just going to make the game more linear and boring when there's nothing else to get. There's no goals and there's no point. I still like this set even with the HP. I was really I decided on the 4-star caps over the 2-star caps today when I started buying because I like the website said it was hit rate instead of HP. I should have knew it was HP already because I see this thing in the loading screen all day. But still, whatever. It's fine. I have a super aggro Bearman now. That's great. All right, so we're going to compare the Ghost Step set and the Pathfinder set. The Ghost Step has the HP, has the 4 movement and the 8,000 dodge. Everybody knows this set because it makes everything broken in the game. If you have 8 movement, you just open up. It's not even about the dodge, really. It's about opening up all those extra opportunities from the movement. The Pathfinder set gives you a huge 16,000 health boost. Now, what's really nice about that is a lot of heroes would be just fine. Actually, just almost spectacular even. Like I think I went on a little bit of a rant with my Serenity because of the lab accessibility set. I had the 2 pieces. I've taken that off for a decimeter set now, and I've equipped this to my Serenity because I got one full set. And my Serenity is now super tanky, which is great. Anything over 80,000 health, for the most part, it's going to be very difficult to one-shot. Not impossible or anything like that. If a 50,000 attack unknown, for example, on spirits came up to my Serenity, I'm sure she would die in one shot. That's just well, what you'd expect. But this is what I'm going to be going for. I only want one Ghost Step set. Like, I do not think that in this world where everybody is aiming for the most important pieces in the game, being the Beast Drain and the Decimeter set, that dodge is going to be such a huge, impactful thing in PvP that's going to be long-lasting and meaningful. I think that everybody's going to be hating on dodge in the near future, and that most people are even going to drop the 3rd piece for the Ghost Step set, or consider the 3rd piece for the Ghost Step set to be more PvE oriented instead of PvP, because PvE monsters have like atrocious 6 and 7% hit rates. What I like about the Pathfinder set is 1 movement usually opens up a world of extra opportunities for places where you just couldn't be before. For example, I run Serenity in the 2 slot, and that in square map usually lets me hit the 1st hero and the 4th hero with her hitbox on her 3rd skill, which is huge now that I have a Decimeter set on her, because now she's probably going to kill 1 or 2 of them. That extra movement is huge. Just having the 1 extra movement on certain characters is absolutely huge. Now, the increased HP by 16,000, that compounds off all your HP potentials. So it's basically, like, say it's another, you know, maybe I'll even go to Serenity and add it up after. But let's say for argument's sake that it's like 20 or 25%. You know, that's like another 3,000 to 4,000 health. And then I get the attack off. So let's just say I get the 20,000 HP from this piece. I get all the attack based off of my attack by HP percentages off that extra 20,000, and they all compound and cycle with each other because there's so much synergy there. I think this is the most value piece of gear in the game for the 4-star set, because obviously 5-star sets are insane. But that's basically what I'm going for right now. If I could have everybody on my team have this set, I would totally drop everything off. I would even for my full Battle of Honor team, I would take the Ghost Step off my Chenny even maybe. Your first hero having the Ghost Step, I think, is actually really useful. because it allows you to go from the first spot into the center of the map and kill people. Then you could take your extra 1 movement Serenity and walk straight down to the end of the second lane and hit the person on the left and the right, or you could hit the person in the first slot, and like depending on how things moved. Serenity has a couple really good sweet spots to hit 2 characters on turn 2. Really, 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 really good ones. But she needs that 1 extra movement to make most of them possible. But this is such a great set. And I think it gets overlooked quite a lot. I bet most people looked at the event today and said, yeah, well, that's useless. Let's go for the 2 stars. That's where the decimeter sets are. I know that Aronson, for example, he's really trying to finish his Eldricus Trinity sets. Sorry, I think I'm getting kind of sick. But he's trying to finish his Eldricus Trinity sets, so he was probably dropping 5 caps all day. And honestly, good luck to him, because I'm so jealous. When I got my my gold tiger sets, my 2 weapons, my 2 accessories, I have 2 of each. Eldricus Trinity was the SS piece, and I went from, I think, 14,000 crystals to nothing. All on 5-star. And I got shit. I didn't even get 1 SS piece. Actually, I got my success was so good today that I think that it must have been a freak of nature accident that I didn't even get 1 piece. Because I thought the 5-star rates, like, it was during it's supposed to be like not just regular Black Cap event, but extra Black Cap event or whatever, not too long ago. But it was supposed to be super extra likely to get these things, and I just didn't get jack squat, and I was so mad. Because I just need 1 Eldricus Trinity set, and the thing is, I know that the way it comes, I'll probably get this. Let's see, the gold. Let's go with the gold hand. I'll probably get the gold hand after I have like 3 hats and 2 freaking gold eyes. That's just the way that the things turn out. I think it's more feasible for me to just play forever, and eventually the tower reward will give me an Eldricus Trinity for my Bearman. Because that's what I'm looking at right now. Pretty soon there's going to be a lot of Bearmans in play, and they're going to break my Bearman in half if they have an Eldricus Trinity. But I really want one of these so bad. Nexon, please donate 1 to me for doing so much for you in Maple Story and in this game and whatever. I'll probably never have a God of Massacre. I just don't. If it comes up, it's just not impactful enough for me to want to buy it, because I don't use attack type characters. Anyway. And the omniscient and omnipotent. My goodness. Omniscient and omnipotent. Omnipotent. I don't know why I can't pronounce words today. This is a great set too. It's 5-star, so you gotta basically think between this. If you're an attack type character, God of Massacre totally beats it out. Unless you're thinking that it's better if you. Let's see, what's the best way? The best way to put this piece of gear is equip this thing and do not waste your potential slots on whatever immunity. Also, this will remove things like disarm and stuff like that, which is, if disarm ever becomes mainstream, then this is just going to protect all your characters like super hardcore. But that's basically what it is. I think that the God of Massacre set's better because, for the most part, just straight up killing your opponent is better than disabling him until you kill him. Though this is a pretty sweet set. HP defense, got the double on that, and the attack crit rate. I would have really liked if that was a sword, because I think HP defense, sword is the best super stack your hero combination. But you know what? Bow is probably better now that I think about it, if everybody's in the perfect world where they have 2 battle suits. Anyway, what most people find as their goal, I'm going on a little bit long. Maybe I should end this one here and keep going in another video. I think I will, actually. We'll do that.